Hi, One Forum News brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Today, on a very sad note, let us go straight to South Africa to take a look at one sad incident that happened in that country. That is the killing of a young girl by name Nicole Thoka, an 18-year-old girl. For some time now, what happened? She went missing for some days. That was around the 8th of January 2024. And sadly, they found her after mounting a search for her, and it's only her decomposing body that was seen, sadly, and most of the body parts were taken away. So at the end, they decided to report to the police. After reporting to the police decided to launch investigation. After the investigation, it has been realized that her body was mutilated and murdered, or she was murdered by one man calling himself a Sangoma. In South Africa, when you talk about Sangoma, you're talking about someone that claims to be a traditional healer. They are the people that they call Sangoma. So this gentleman, who seems to be the suspect now, was accosted and is behind bars now as we speak. But what happened was, once they decided to launch into further investigations, it was realized that he is the one that murdered this young girl and took the body parts away, including the breast, including the head, including the legs, and even the arms. This is so barbaric and sad. In today's South Africa, how come a man calling himself a traditional healer that is supposed to be healing people committing such a heinous crime allegedly? But that is what is happening these days in South Africa. On a very sad note, that way. So what happened was, the police decided to launch further investigation, and it has been realized that he buried the head and some other parts of the body somewhere. So on the 17th of January 2024, that was Wednesday, just the past Wednesday, they decided to lead him to wherever that he buried the body parts. And at the end, they discovered the head also. Very sad, very sad. That is someone's child, 18-year-old, very promising and beautiful young lady. Her life have been taken that way, not just her life, but her arms, her legs, and everything the body parts have been taken, including the breast. How tragic can this be? Very barbaric. But this was what happened in South Africa. And that is the province of Limpopo. When you talk about Limpopo, it's part of South Africa. I know you all know that already. Now, let us critically analyze this. What may have happened before this young man, 30-year-old, was able to meet this young lady? Could it be that, allegedly, could it be that he only met her on the way and this tragic thing happened, or they were in some form of relationship? What normally happens mostly is, this is just for an academic exercise. What normally happens is either they establish some level of contact with these ladies or these victims before they made their attempt to destroy them. And this seems to be one of the reasons that the police, or the areas that the police will be looking at. And as well as maybe she was just going on a normal errand and something happened, and this young man calling himself a Sangoma decided to commit this barbaric act. That is why these days our sisters have to be very careful on who they associate themselves with and where they go, and wherever they are going, they should try as much as possible to inform someone. Not only our sisters, even our gentlemen, our brothers, they should also try as much as possible. Even if you are going just behind your house, try to inform someone so that if you are not able to return, they can look out for you. Please let us be safe or wherever we are, because these days you can't trust anybody. There is no trust in the system, and crime is on the ascendant everywhere, the whole of Africa. Crime is not only in South Africa, but the whole of Africa. So everybody has to be his or her own protector, because as a human being, one thing that we all have is self-preservation. So you need to be very active and very protective of yourself. That is what we should do for ourselves, to be safe and safe from these criminals, because we cannot get rid of the criminals. The police are doing their best to curb these menace from the system. But in as much as the police are doing their best, we should also be very security conscious. And when we are going to somewhere and we sense danger, we shouldn't go alone. We should go with a male friend or someone that we can trust. Because these days, things are getting bad. These people pretend to be Sangomas, that is traditional healers, but they have other fictitious things that they do. There are some good ones out there who are not criminals. We cannot even judge any of them. Even this very one, he remained a suspect. So all these things are just allegations that have been leveled against him. Until the court of competent jurisdiction prove that he is guilty, nobody can say that he is guilty. So we are looking on the police. The police have already opened case against him, and he's behind bars, and he will be reporting in one of the courts in South Africa. And we are hoping that the justice will be served, and this young lady by name Nicole Thoka will get justice, so that these heinous crimes will be able to be out of South Africa. South Africa is the pride of Africa, and we count on you for the best in everything that we do. Please, for more, kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News, for the best when it comes to politics and security, when it comes to crime and everything involving African politics and history and facts about Africa. Kindly be in touch with us. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. We are always in touch with you. Always be in touch with us. Thank you so much.